What's up, Definians? Hope you guys have been awesome. So hyped that our Magic Eden sale is coming soon and that we're gonna go on Polygon. So dope, so dope. So to celebrate that, I wanted to create the second part of the guide of the Guild Wars tactics for intermediate guilds. So maybe you've been on 1 to 2 tournaments already, so now you have some EXP. Now you're ready for some more advanced tactics. So let's get into it. First one. These are expansions upon our first tutorial, so please look at that if you haven't looked at it. So to expand upon the swoop and defend, you can try utilizing your mist scroll to hide your best teams at your most valuable buildings. This will make opponents overuse their AP because they don't know which teams are which. So maybe they attack one of your strongest teams accidentally, they get beat, they just wasted 10 AP. On top of that, you can capture some buildings around them to gain the defense buff to that main building, ideally around 10 minutes. So the combination of them not knowing which teams are there, plus you get the defense buff around your buildings, that'll make it very hard to beat your team, and you'll probably win long term due to them wasting their AP. Secondly, you can use Victory Feast to constantly replenish your AP for your strongest teams. So let's say they become more smart, or maybe you don't have a missed scroll at one of your buildings. You can use Victory Feast, so maybe they might target like your strongest team to get rid of it fast. So you use Victory Feast there, then your AP, your stamina gets reset from that, and then your opponent just wasted a lot of AP. On top of that, if you want to get even more advanced, you can track the amount of AP the opponents use. So once they overuse their AP, you can start getting more aggressive in the future rounds. For example, maybe you play a more like a turtle defense kind of style the first 3 rounds. The opponent overuses their AP. The 4th and 5th rounds, you can get super aggressive, and now you are on the defensive because you know you have more AP than the other team. For expanding upon the wait and swoop, you can try using airdrop and then wait until the final max times according to each building. So this is not just the final 10 minutes anymore. For example, if you have 4 enemies, and you can try this strategy where you can wait until you attack a building once, and then you wait 2 minutes and 50 seconds since you have a 3-minute protection period, right? With a victory rush where you don't use as much stamina. So you can spam that where you can subtract it by 1 to make it easier for you. So for example, if you have 4 enemies like a sentry or something, you can do 250 times 3, 2 minutes 50 seconds times 3, so that's around 8 minutes plus 10 minutes for that final 10 minutes of protection period. That'll be 8 minutes in BTE. So this sounds kind of complex since it's more intermediate, but once you try it out, it'll make more sense. Secondly, you can use your weakest teams to attack each NPC at the final 10 to 15 seconds, and then repeat until you conquer the building. So you can also prioritize the most valuable buildings too. So now you have your teams for your weakest characters, retrieving those neutral buildings, and then you can use your strongest characters. You put them together in maybe 1 to 2 teams, and then use those teams to take over the opponent's building. So if they're already taking over a building, you now have your strongest characters to beat them. And other tips would be to, you can see this trend from the other tips, protect your AP. Don't overuse them to just weaken a stronger team. That's a very common beginner mistake that I've seen guilds use. They overuse their AP by trying to weaken another guild's stronger team. The other team uses Victory Feast or something, and then it goes out the window. So you can force your opponent to move their teams so they end up wasting their AP by attacking somewhere else and coordinating really well with your team. Secondly, it would be to maximize your ornaments. So don't buy ones that you won't use consistently. So try to figure out what your team is really great at and then maximize that strategy. So for example, if your team is great with defense, you can maximize by accumulating more guild flags, accumulating more victory feasts, missed scrolls, as opposed to the other ornaments. Lastly, it would be to accumulate guild points, so do guild missions consistently to be able to buy more ornaments to gain a greater competitive edge. Then as you level up, you'll be able to gain more vice captains, and once you reach level 4, you'll be able to get 11 members instead of 10, so that's a huge advantage, right? So whoever gets to level 4 in the guilds will be probably like a number 1 because they have like an extra teammate that has a bunch more AP, and that'll make a major difference. So let's get into an interactive quiz. So first question would be, you capture the command center and want to increase your defense with an ornament. What do you use? Give you guys 5 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. So the answer is guild flag to increase your defense. Hopefully you all got that. Second question. You want to capture the North Academy but need an ornament to increase your team's strength against it. What do you use? So another 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the answer is Rallying Horn. So hope you got that. Third question. You are being attacked by opponents at East Power Plant, whom are constantly adding fatigue to your teams. What ornament do you use to replenish your fatigue? So 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's victory feast. And then last question. You can capture the other team's portal 2 hours PT, so that's before the end, and put your strongest teams in there. What do you use to hide your teams in that building to confuse the enemy? So another 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is Miscroll. So hopefully you guys got that, and yeah, it'll be fun. So let me know if you guys have any other questions, suggestions, or comments, and I look forward to creating the advanced parts of this series. And yeah, looking forward to playing with you guys both on B&B and Polygon, and I think it's gonna be so much fun for us working with all of the new community members and partners on Polygon, along with our OG members on B&B chain. I think it's gonna be really awesome. So looking forward to chatting with y'all on the Discord and Telegram, and see y'all then.